Hello, it's Brian from Robodyssey again, and today I'm going to start a series of very short videos getting some basic Robodyssey mice up and running and going through a bunch of different steps. On this very first video, I'm just going to introduce the two robots and then some of the basic functions and hookups of them. They are mechanically identical. Two servos, same chassis, same set of sensors. Each one is equipped with two of these infrared proximity sensors and one sharp proximity detector. Okay, and let me explain a little bit about their hookup, because I'm going to be doing two at the same time. So how do I know which one is which? They're both tethered to my computer. And if I go over, I'm running Windows 8, and if I go over here to Settings, I can go to PC Info, and I can go to Device Manager. And from there, if I look at ports, we can clearly see that the Teensy, the one on the left over here, is hooked up to COM3. This one that's rather generic here is to the Pro Mini, and it's hooked up to COM4. I've written that down, so I won't forget that. And introducing the two bots, this one is the Pro Mini one. You can see it's on an older style motherboard. It would have handled a BX24 or a basic stamp or something along that line. And this is a dedicated Teensy motherboard. This currently has a 3.0, but will run a 3.1 just fine. And if I zoom in a little bit, alright, we'll look at the Teensy one first. What we have, as I've said, is two of these infrared proximity sensors and one of these sharp sensors. Okay, and if we were to follow this wire along, we would see that the sharp is hooked up to what would be the analog port 0, A0. I have the right one of these infrared sensors hooked up to A1, and I have the other one hooked up to A2. If we look at the Pro Mini style board, we have the same configuration here. Two of the infrared proximity sensors, one sharp detection, and once again the sharp is hooked up to A0, and the right infrared proximity is hooked to A1, and the left is hooked up to A2. Okay, now I really don't want to spend much more time on this. Hopefully your robots can be similarly wired if you have one, and we'll just move right along and start getting into some programming. So I will see you very shortly.